inside the blue line. USA with Jeremy Roenick moving in to take the face-off. Galchenyuk is at center ice for the Soviet Union. Juggled their lines a little from the game they played against the Czechs. Of course, they were beaten by Czechoslovakia. Coach Victor Tikhonov tinkering a little bit. It is a young team, averages about 22.3 years of age. Race for the puck here. Galchenyuk pulls up, moves right in front, shoots, pad save. The rebound was there. Galchenyuk, nice puck control, a backhander in the turnaround. Richter down, and the puck ends up in the corner. Up they come, Roenick to McDonald. He moved in on Tatarnov, got checked. Mikhail Tatarnov leads a 3-on-2 rush. Shoots from the point. Richter well up to cover that. Galchenyuk held it in. Korolev with a shot. The rebound is shot wide. The Soviets turn up the heat with another drive. Turned aside. Suter put his hand on it. Now it comes loose. Galchenyuk dances out of the corner. Gets a shot away, and Richter blocked that. Tatarnov in deep. He gets turned around by Tony Granato, and the U.S. ices the puck. Tatarnov and Roenick having a war of words back in the U.S. zone, but now they break up. This is the 1991 Labatt Canada Cup.
Since the penalty to Kasatonov, the Soviets have outshot Team USA 7-0. Some of the play in front of the net. Some pretty good scoring opportunities. There's one there. What a blast from close in. Galchenyuk had 2 good chances, wearing number 16 for the Soviet Union.
Fedorov is at center ice on this forward line. Kozlov is on one side. Prokhorov on the other. Across the line they come. Kozlov, very talented 19-year-old. Lost control of the puck. Fedorov picks it up. Fedorov pulls it on the left side. Turned to the face-off dot, trying to find Kasatonov, and the puck deflected off him.
Hull read the play perfectly. Stepped in and intercepted the pass from Fedorov.
Here they come again. Up the slot. And the shot turned aside by goaltender Mike Richter, but there'll be a penalty on the play against Team USA.
Soviets coming back in again. There's the play. Richter gets a piece of it, kicks it away. A tripping penalty to Team USA.
This is the 1991 Labatt Canada Cup. Ryan Leach in the penalty box sets up the first Soviet power play of the game. Their power play, the 3 previous games in this Canada Cup round robin, 3 of 19. All 3 of the power play goals in their victory over Finland.
The way they've been playing here lately, Jigs, the Soviets looked as though they were at a man advantage.
They got the draw. Malaha couldn't hold it at the blue line, and Dave Christian shoots it into the Soviet end of the ice. Makin, Seamak, and Zamdov, the forwards. Another draft pick. Malaha on defense. Now Seamak over on left wing, pulls up, centers the shot off Richter and up into the seats.
USA, one of the luxuries they've had so far is their penalty killing. Well, when we talked about earlier, Mike Richter now getting much busier. Team USA net. Doug Brown has a bit of a virus. He hadn't been feeling that well. Didn't practice this morning, but he said he felt good enough to play.
Tim Taylor, along with Mike Eaves and Jay Leach, the coaching staff of Team USA, checking their bench. Joel Otto will take the face-off. Zamdov move in for the Soviets. And they win the face-off. Move it back toward the blue line. That long shot with Zamdov in front of the net and bounces toward the corner. Seamak up with it. Alexander Seamak. Give it to Lomakin. Makin is knocked off balance. Seamak right on it. Lost it on the boards. And Joe Mullen is able to bank one off the glass, but on into the seats, so that gets a play stoppage.
He wanted that one deliberately. He wanted to stop the Soviet power play. There's a look at the bench strength of the young Soviet team.
Well, it's quite a commentary on this team and the way things have changed. The fact that they would take Fedorov, more or less embrace him after he'd apologized for leaving the team prior to the Goodwill Games a year ago. So, well, you're welcome to play. We need you, basically, I guess is what they said. Sergei Fedorov has led the team in scoring through this 1891 Labatt Canada Cup. Soviets have a minute to go with this man advantage. Lutziev got it to the line, but offside.
Well, any time a penalty killing unit can crowd 6 players all along the blue line on one side up against the boards, it's in their best interest. And again, Team USA did that. There's the bench of the team. 5 power play goals against in 17 opportunities. And the numbers don't speak as well as the way I'd been talking about some of the individual players that have been killing penalties. A good penalty killing team would be in this kind of a series probably in the 80 percentile and up.
The Soviets have moved the puck in. Prokhorov into forecheck, bumped Joel Otto. Prokhorov continues to try and dig the puck loose. And not, and they'll get another face-off. Vyacheslav Kozlov is out there on this forward line in the balance of the power play.
With just over a half a minute remaining in the Soviet power play, so far there has not been a shot on goal. 21 goals as Spartak won the Soviet League. Prokhorov, he's born on Christmas Day. I suppose that may have more significance now. Things are changing the way they are in the Soviet Union.
There are 3 members of the Soviet team, are there not?
Exactly.
Christmas Day. Chelios lost it in the corner. Fedorov got it back to Kasatonov. His long shot away from Prokhorov, who was trying to deflect it. And now Chris Chelios plays it to Doug Brown. Can't get it around Kasatonov. Kozlov had his pocket picked. Otto failed to slap it around the end boards. There's Dougie Brown. Ends up turning it over. Prokhorov into the corner for Fedorov. Pulls it, shoots off the crossbar and up into the seat.
Boy, you could see what he had in mind, putting it into the short side under the crossbar. Did that go off Richter's hand? Maybe he got it pinched against the goalpost. The way he's working his hand. Here's the Soviets. There's the shot. You could see it rising up. Either it hit the shoulder of Mike Richter or it went off the crossbar goalpost on the outside.
U.S. leads 1-0. 5 seconds remaining in the penalty time against Brian Leach. Galchenyuk comes in to take the face-off. Korolev goes to the right side. And Hyderov is on the left wing. The Soviets. Renato and Roenick, the forwards, and now Leach is out of the penalty box as Kevin Hatcher moves the puck in. Roenick, a backhander, is just wide, trying to center. Dalnikov got a chunk of it, and now the Soviets come away. Galchenyuk moves it to the near side. Korolev lost it at the blue line, and Jeremy Roenick takes the USA side across the line. Can't get it to Modano. In Montreal, Wayne Gretzky has scored his 2nd goal of the game. It is 5-1. Canada leading Czechoslovakia. And here, Team USA on a goal by Mike Modano has the puck now. Still giving it to Hatcher. Leads 1-0. Hatcher, long pass. Modano couldn't get started in the center ice zone, and the Soviets dumped one in. Going back is Tony Granato. Downers Grove, nearby suburb of Chicago, is where he grew up. Granato started his NHL career with the New York Rangers, dumped it in from center ice, his own side with the stripe, and then puts the play on the board as an icing.
Right on the 88 U.S. Olympic team, Tony Granato.
On back, they're going to make it an offside call rather than an icing. One of the most likable guys, one of the hardest working guys on this squad. I'd have to say just about the same with the Los Angeles Kings over the regular season. A hard-working kid.
Well, he was fun for us to watch playing for the New York Rangers. Scored 36 goals his rookie season. He has a lot of international experience. 27-year-older. He played in the 85, the 86, and the 87. He played on the U.S. national teams.
Now Chris Chelios holds the puck for Team USA. Chelios plays it through Lomakin at center ice, but it's intercepted and brought back. Zamda fakes once into the high slot. Nice pass. Seamack shot. Hand save, and Richter covers.
Lomakin, Andre Lomakin, looking for the rebound as Seamack let the shot go. Team USA still stuck at 4 shots, but the Soviets starting to get their offense moving. Look at them freeze. Gary Suter, the defenseman. Here's the shot. Richter, a good job as he controls the rebound. But Team USA have to start to play a little stronger in their own end. They've got to gear up the offense from their defense.
Gary Suter trying to move it out of the zone. Does. Played it off the boards, and back for it is Dmitry Mironov. Up to Lomakin. Lead pass knocked away at the blue line as he had Zamdov open. Vladimir Malahov is back for it. Malahov plays it up ahead. Andre Lomakin through center ice across Team USA's blue line, pulling to the left side. Suter right on him. An interesting situation. Suter took him into the boards heavily. For those of you who saw the game between Team USA and the Soviets, Canada Cup play 1984. It was played at Hartford. Lomakin and Suter. Suter laid the lumber on Lomakin, cut him severely as Kovalenko's shot is blocked. Kovalenko from back of the net comes out, just holds it. Going back to that play in Hartford, Suter was suspended for 4 games in the National Hockey League and 6 games in international play as a result of a stick swinging that opened up Lomakin for several stitches. And here tonight, they said, "How do you do?" again as Suter rolled him into the boards and gave him a little facial.
There's Gary Suter. Won the Calder Trophy, named the NHL All-Rookie Team. That happening back in 1986.
Suter told me in defense tonight of that play back in the 1984 Labatt Canada Cup play. And Lomakin had come at him with the stick. He said he speared me. He said I had a gash along the side of my neck, and it was reaction. I didn't mean to hit him in the face. I could slap him across the arms. Now the Soviets across the line. Budziev dropped it back toward the blue line. Vidya got it in front. There's a delayed penalty call coming. A tripping call as Janney went in pursuit of the puck. He went to the deck. And referee Don Koharski making the 3rd penalty call of the game, the 2nd against the Soviets. The signal is for tripping.
Tripping in the offensive zone in front of the net. Richter again makes the save, then takes the rebound, kicks it away. There's the trip on the Team USA defenseman. So one way to get the pressure relieved is go to the power play, but it's a big mistake by Kovalenko. He's a product of the Quebec Nordiques, the 21-year-older, taking a tripping penalty in the offensive zone.
Kovalenko for tripping. Here's Roenick. Couldn't get around Kravchuk. And Fedorov clears the zone. Back goes Brian Leach. The U.S. power play has Madonna, Hull, and Roenick together. Leach dumps it in from his own side of center ice. That's called back. That's an icing. Leach hasn't been the dominant factor not only in this game but through the series thus far, has he?
We were talking about that, Jakes, and you know, in the game against the Czechs in Detroit on Thursday, for about maybe 1 or 2 shifts, it looks as though he was breaking out of whatever the shell he's in. I don't think it's physical because he seems to be skating and at times handling the puck the way we've seen him play over the years with the Rangers, but then he seemed to slide back into the kind of regular play that we're not used to seeing Brian Leach play. He can play so much better than he has.
Roenick just beat Galchenyuk in the faceoff. Leach handles the puck now. Right side. Chelios gave it back to him. Leach moves it around to the far side of the ice. That's Madonna tipping it to Chelios across to Leach. Leach centered one across, and that goes out of play. Reaching in was Filamenov. And the puck ends up in the seats with 2 minutes and 18 seconds left in the opening period. the Soviet bench. Our first intermission tonight in Westfall will be visiting with Tim Taylor, the coach of Team USA. And we'll also take you to Montreal, get you an update on the game between Team Canada and Team Czechoslovakia. Wins tonight for Canada and the Soviet, or the U.S. squad, I should say, would ensure both of them a trip to the semifinals. Brett Hull around the boards to Jeremy Roenick. Back to Brian Leach. Look toward Chelios. Played it through Roenick. On to Hull's stick. Brett Hull centers one. Tipped in front by Filiminov. Hyderov through center ice. Nabil Hyderov in and out of some traffic. Pushed the puck away from Leach, and Chelios comes up with it. 25 seconds in this power play. McDonald can't get it into the Soviet end. Here's Brian Leach. Knocking right on him. Leach drops it back, and Chelios gives chase.
Fans getting a little edgy here with the power play. There's only a half a minute left for Team USA.
Now Suter races down the left wing boards. Puts it in front. That's steered aside. Brett Hull chased it momentarily. Roenick get to it. He's set up tall. A Suter. Roenick to Hull. He was dragged down. No penalty call. Chelios with a shot. Glove save, and Stelnikov will hold on to it. Roenick appealed. Chelios had a word for the referee that skated away.
Chris Chelios with the first shot by Team USA on the net in 14 minutes of play. There's the shot. Low, a good one. Picked off. Left-handed catching mitt of Stelnikov. Of course, Chris Chelios receiving a familiar round of applause and a lot of cheering prior to the hockey game.
Now Suter with a shot. Got through in the goal mouth. Stelnikov lying on the ice has the puck underneath him.
What a scoring chance for Joey Mullen. He couldn't reach the rebound. Stelnikov was down. He had his back turned. Team USA's Gary Suter. There's the puck deflected. Look at him look around. He can't see it. Over on the far side to the right is Joey Mullen, but he couldn't reach the puck. The Soviets covering up quickly.
1 second left in the power play, so it's all but over. Team USA with 2 shots on goal during Kovalenko's penalty. Otto wins the draw. Mullen can't get to it. It's shot down the ice. And with Kovalenko already out of the penalty box, that will be an icing call. We're into the last minute of the opening period. 1-0, Team USA leading the Soviet Union. Here is Tim Taylor, who will talk with Ed Westfall in our first intermission.
I didn't get the opportunity to ask him if there was any drawbacks to playing at Harvard, graduating from Harvard, and then coaching at Yale, starting his 16th year coming up, because they are bitter rivals in all sports.
Interesting man. We'll get to meet him on our first intermission. Joel Otto, after winning the draw, got it out in front. Kozlov is able to clear the zone. Prokhorov has dumped it in. Joey Mullen around the boards. Olchuk taken to the boards by Kasatonov. Kozlov lost it. Prokhorov centers it back at the blue line. Kravchuk with a shot. That skipped wide on the deflection. Olchuk plays it up along the glass and on into the seats.
Eddie O, local boy. He deliberately put that puck into the seats, but because he banked it off the glass, USA in '84 at Sarajevo, Olympics, '87 Canada Cup. Plus he was a teammate, Pat LaFontaine's, in that Team USA in Sarajevo. Their opening game that year was against Canada. Pat Flatley, Pat LaFontaine's teammate. They both joined the Islanders after that Olympic tournament.
Now the face-off here. Team USA up with the puck. It's able to clear it out of the zone. Sergei Fedorov has given it to Alexei Kasatonov. On the line on the right side is Vyacheslav Kozlov, and he got taken to the boards and mugged a little by Jimmy Johnson. Joel Otto pushing at it. And Fedorov in quite a battle. Jimmy Johnson comes in, pays the price. Sticks come up. No punches thrown. Johnson had an idea of delivering a right. They decided not to, wisely. Fighting is not allowed in international hockey.
No, the instigator is out.
Fedorov and Otto apparently don't understand that rule.
Interesting how they approach it with kind of a pawing action rather than a punching one, trying to keep from being thrown out. We'll have to wait and see what Don Koharski, the referee, feels about what he saw.
Mentioned the other night, there's only been one fight in the history of the Labatt Canada Cup. They were on the threshold of another. Joel Otto.
He's down in the deck. Along with him is Fedorov. That's number 18. You could see coming in to help out. That was Kozlov, number 9. And the jam up begins with everybody in the corner.
There's Vyacheslav Kozlov, drafted by the Detroit Red Wings. He's 19 years of age. Reportedly, he'll attend the Red Wing training camp before going back to the Soviet Union.
Boy, he's played in 2 World Junior Championships. He's eligible to play again this year as a junior.
Referee Don Koharski handing out the penalties. We called it 1952 in this opening period.
8 seconds remaining. Koharski is motioning to the clock. Of course, we all have to get used to now an extra number after we get inside the 1 minute mark. It goes to the 10th of a second. Here's the announcement.
Areas of the game presentations will take place immediately at the conclusion of tonight's game. Remember, Monday night, Team USA takes on Team Finland here.
In reality, the penalties, I guess, are called at 1951.8.
The tickets are still available at the stadium box office and all Ticketmaster locations.
Fedorov and Kozlov are going to the Soviet dressing room. A couple of the American players have already left.
Frustrating for the Team USA. They have played probably better than half of the first period. While they do lead 1-0. Talked about how Mike Richter, somewhere along the way, they expected he was going to have to play such a game that he was stealing one for the team. So far in this game, he's lived up to that.
Don Koharski is explaining the offsetting minor penalties. Each team loses the services of 2 players for 2 minutes. That's the Soviet penalty indicator. On the right, number 9 is Kozlov, number 18 is Fedorov. Otto is number 26 for the USA, and Jimmy Johnson, or number 29, excuse me, Otto's number, and 6, of course, Jimmy Johnson. So Victor makes some notes. They're taken off.
Soviet Union penalties. Number 18.
Koharski is now explaining it to Tim Taylor. When he points to himself, he means his team. You mean we or us? Koharski was nodding yes.
Number 6, Jim Johnson.
All of the penalties were for 2 minutes.
Now we've got a change. Jimmy Johnson has drawn a second penalty. So Team USA is a man short. A double penalty on Jimmy Johnson. 1 for elbowing, 1 for roughing. And there's the end of the opening period. And Team USA very fortunate to come out of it with a lead.
Soviets going off the ice. They must figure, what do they have to do to beat Mike Richter? That long climb down the stairs, I would have to think, for the Soviets won't be quite as bad. They have to feel pretty good about their period.
And at the end of 1 period, it is the United States 1, the Soviet Union no score. This is the 1991 Labatt Canada Cup.